So what if I told you there's a way to run Bolt.New and unlock AI superpowers without the GPU price tag? This method lets you use any model you want with an API key, including the free Gemini 2.0 Flash model. What's awesome with this method is also that it works with every single operating system and is way faster than relying on the local power of your GPU. And by the way, I've been blown away by your support on the original ottodev tutorial. But AI tech moves faster than Jamaican sprinters. Over the past few weeks, the ottodev community has been updating the project with features from its roadmap, which introduced some error messages when using the old method. Just a few days ago, Usain Bolt's father, aka Stagblitz, teamed up with the ottodev team to rebrand the open source project as Bolt.Diy, which meant it was time for an updated guide. I've included links to GitHub, Cloudflare, and OpenRouter. If you're not able to create free accounts with the links I provided, you can ask the uncle of your neighbor to help you. And huge shout out to aliasfox for testing and sharing this method. He even made a detailed PDF guide, which I've linked below the like button. Okay, let's dive in. So we're currently on the official GitHub page of Bolt.Diy. The first step is to fork the repo. You will click on the fork option and press the green Create Fork button. This will create your own version of this tool. Once the fork is completed, locate the tool-versions file in the codebase and access it. You can then click the three dots on the top right, delete the file, and click twice on Commit Changes. We will repeat the same process, but this time looking for the wrangler.toml file. After that, we'll delete it and commit the changes. Once that's done, go on Cloudflare and find the workers and pages link, and then the pages tab. You need to click the blue Connect to Git button and then connect to GitHub. The first time you do so, you'll have to authorize Cloudflare to seize control of everything you've ever owned, including your house. Once you've surrendered, you'll be logged in and ready to proceed. You can select the repo you created and begin the setup. In the next step, the framework preset dropdown must be selected as Remix. You can then enter the build command by typing what's written in the video or copy it from the PDF file in the description. Under the environment variables, we'll add a variable and then go back into the fork on GitHub to open the env.example file. You can put both screens side by side, and that way you can copy easily the orange OpenRouter command to Cloudflare as the variable name. To generate your API key, there's a link right above the orange command that takes you to the OpenRouter API website page. Once the key is created, make sure to copy it and then paste it as the value. You can then save and deploy, and unfortunately, it will fail. Before asking for a refund, click on Continue to Project and Continue. Navigate to the Settings tab and then Runtime. We will change the compatibility date to September 2nd. Under compatibility flag, you need to type passionately Node.js_compat. Once that's done, you can go back to the Deployments tab, ask to view details, and retry the deployment. The process will take about a minute, and once completed, your website will be live. I recommend that you wait a few minutes after deployment before accessing the website. You can either do 20 jumping jacks or eat candies if you prefer diabetes. Once you're back on the Cloudflare dashboard, you can navigate again to workers and pages to find your shiny new website. And welcome to Bolt.Diy, where diarrhea begins. So yeah, under the API dropdown, you can select OpenRouter. You'll see more AI models than flavors at the ice cream shop, including the free Gemini Flash 2.0 experimental. I found that it's the best and most reliable free model you have access to. Let's test it out by asking it to build a to-do app. While it's working, I wanted to mention that you might encounter some bugs and issues, as this tool is less than 2 months old. The main issues I've encountered is the preview not working, which usually gets fixed either by refreshing the preview or asking Bolt politely in the chat to fix it. Okay, so it gave me something functional but pretty basic, so we'll try to improve it. Something else worth noting is that sometimes the model will just not work and say that an error occurred on the bottom right. I'm not sure if it's on the OpenRouter or Bolt.Diy side, but you can either try to run it again or try another time of the day. For some reason, that worked for me. Okay, so we have a little preview issue here, but let's try refresh, and yeah, it gave us pretty decent result. If we go back to the Open Router page, you can add credits to use better models. The minimum is $5 and you get a bit more than $4 as available credits after the fees. I think it's an excellent option for those who don't want to spend thousands on a good GPU to run it locally, because something like Qwen Core 32B is super cheap to run. So yeah, let's test out Qwen. I added to the prompt to make sure the preview works and to not get stuck. But yeah, after a few seconds, the preview basically broke my web browser. The refresh button made it work, so I prompted again for a few improvements, and yeah, the result is pretty decent. It gave me some nice animations to work with. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you guys. This was Tech Onin. See you next time.